Outer Banks, Angie?
I don't know. It's kind of windy here and very sandy and like no beach I've ever been to in my life, and not very well so far. How do you like the Outer Banks, Brian?
Yeah, it's alright.
It's all right. What's your favorite thing about the Outer Banks?
The old stuff.
Oh, the history?
Yeah.
You like the history? Where did we go today?
The Wright Brother Memorial.
That was pretty cool.
Yep.
Now that I did enjoy. That was actually really cool. And let's see, what else? Yesterday we rode the ferry over to Ocracoke. See?
Just
Damn wind. Anyway, so yeah, yesterday we rode the ferry and that was really fun. That was really cool, especially coming back, because when we came back we were able to get out of the car a little bit better, and it was a really nice free ferry ride across Pamlico Sound. I hope I said that right.
I think so.
You know what we liked about Ocracoke a lot? Pirates. It's very piratey over there.
You good coffee at the Ocracoke Coffee?
Is that what it was called?
Yep.
Yeah, I got the iced coffee. Which one was it? If you're ever there, Ethiopian blend, iced coffee, and Brian got the hot Ethiopian blend. It's a light blend. It was really good. It was really cute in there. I wish we could have stayed longer. They were closing about the time we got there, and they were really nice enough to go ahead and make our drinks, even though they were about to close. Where did we have dinner tonight?
We went to Sugar Creek Seafood.
Yep, right on the other sound. Which sound?
I think that's Roanoke Sound.
Yeah, I think he's right. I think it's the Roanoke Sound, and it had really, we were able to sit inside because it was really hot at that point. It was what, 4 o'clock, and we had a great view of the sound. It was really pretty. Food was great. We had they had early bird special, and we had a really good early bird special. We recommend checking them out at what, 4 to
5.
4 to 5 for the early bird special.
And the early bird is 20% off their regular entrees, and then they have some other little specials that they got going on. I think we had like 20 shrimp, and it was
That's a lot of
$16, and you get 2 sides with it.
Yep, that's a lot of shrimp. But it was really good. We really enjoyed it.
Had a water view,
Beautiful water view.
and it's right as you coming across the bridge from Anteo onto Nag's Head. It's right on the left-hand side.
Yep.
Pretty good. We would recommend it.
Okay, so what do you think of the beach here at the campground where we're staying? We're staying at Oregon Inlet Campground, which is part of the National Park System. This is the, Hatteras National Seashore?
Yeah.
Okay, this is part of that park. And we like the park a lot. Even though there's no hookups, there's absolutely no amenities here except for bathhouses and dump station. That's about all the amenities.
The dump station is across the street at a marina.
At a marina.
That you have to use, and they do have potable water. The
really cool
bathhouses are cold water. The showers are a little separate building away from the bathrooms, and it's kind of on this. You pull the chain down, and the water dumps on you, or comes down on you like that.
What did you think of the cold
Well,
shower?
I used it today. It was actually pretty good. There's a breeze blowing today, and it was coming through. It's just got like a little stall door that it's got the space up underneath and the space above it, so you get a good breeze in there. The bathrooms are clean. Normal type bathrooms, still just cold water, but they were been kept clean, and used them a couple times.
Yep. I have not used them yet. I've been using the shower in the RV, which is why we've already had to dump because using too much water in there. But we've been doing pretty good with no amenities, no electricity. I have to have a CPAP, and so Brian figured out how we could get a battery for that, a battery pack, and he's been charging it with the either the generator or in the car, because we've been taking these long trips in the car to see the rest of the island. So So that seems to be working really well. So if you have a CPAP and you have to be off grid, you can do it. You just have to think about it. You just can't just plug it up somewhere. You have to plan a little bit.
And make sure that you get it fully charged.
Oh, yeah.
That when her battery pack has 4 little green lines and 4 lines is full, but when you're charging it, there's a little red light, and you gotta make sure that the little red light turns green. So make sure you do that. We did it
Second night.
the second night. It apparently didn't get fully charged, and she only got about 5.5 hours out of it. Whereas last night she probably got 8 or 9 hours out of it. And still, it was still showing about half charged. But one other thing I wanted to mention about the bathhouse was right outside they have a water fountain there, and they have a bottle fill, and they also have potable water there. And what I did yesterday was I took one of our 6-gallon water jugs up there, and it's not that far. I'll show you kind of how far it is.
Yeah.
That building right there. It's probably 50 yards away. But I went up there and filled the 6-gallon jug, and then brought it back here, and I used my little 12-volt water pump that I have, and was able to pump it into the freshwater tank. I went back up and filled up another one. But anyway, I put 12 gallons of water in there, and that does good because we only got a 40-gallon tank. But we got here on Friday night, and Monday, or actually today, Tuesday, was we had to go dump, and our gray water and our black water are only 29 gallons each, 30 gallons each. So we've done pretty good going 3 or 4 days without having to dump. And our plan is to leave here on Saturday morning, and we'll probably have to dump then. So we should be good to go. If I keep using the shower in the bathhouse or the bathroom,
Me and Kaylee will have to learn to do that too.
then
might
it
help out some.
it could extend it out a little bit further. So any little bit that you do help. And we've been using 100-watt solar panel suitcase. It's the first time we've actually been able to use it. I recently bought a 200-watt solar panel kit for the RV, and we haven't even used it. But going through the night, starting off with our batteries pretty much fully charged, and running a couple of the fantastic fans and some of the LED lighting. Gotten up in the morning, we're still like at 85%. No less than, I think this morning we might have been at 80%, but that solar panel, it charges it right up. By the end of the day, when we're done through the day, come home, it's 100%. The batteries are. We have 2 Group 31 batteries, about 210 amp hours total together. So it's doing pretty good. And then we do use the generator every once in a while too, like she said, to charge her CPAP. And then we charged it in the car yesterday when we was doing a lot of driving.
A lot of driving.
But it did charge up.
We drove all day yesterday. I was so tired.
It did charge up in the car, so
Yep.
it did do good. There.
Okay, hopefully you'll be able to hear us on this video. The wind is really, really strong out here. There's a good chance that none of this you're going to be able to hear, but we're hoping you will.
Yeah, it's probably about 19, 20 miles an hour
Yeah,
winds.
and it gets a lot worse than that out here. Last night, the RV was shaking so bad, I thought we were in a tornado, but we weren't. So
Mosquitoes are bad.
ooh, yes.
When the wind's blowing, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Like when you get out of the wind. For instance, when we came back from dinner tonight, our Easy Up tent, it was messed up. The wind had gotten it, and I decided to save.
funny.
Yeah, I decided to save the material top to it, and gonna put it in the storage bay on the other side of the camper. Well, that's blocking the wind, and as soon as I went over there, just mosquitoes just started eating me. I could step out 2 feet away from it and not getting bit at all when I was standing in the wind. So make sure you prepare for that.
Oh yeah.
I bought some stuff from Skeeter Beater, or I think it's called Moe's Outer Banks Skeeter Beater. I bought it at Lowe's. It works pretty good. You got to spray it on good though and wipe down the areas where I did spray myself the first day. It worked pretty good, but then later on in the evening when the wind died down, I started getting bitten. I could tell I didn't get the stuff all over me. I was getting bit in certain places real easy. So
We're really sorry we didn't video that earlier with him trying to put that tent away and the mosquitoes. It was comical. It's mean, but I just sat there and laughed. It was so damn funny. I wish we had videoed it because you guys would have got a kick out of that. Maybe next time we do something like that.
Yeah, it was. I was running over, throwing something in, running back out, running out into the wind, grab a chair, run over, throw it in there, run back out.
All while fighting the wind.
Yeah, while fighting the wind. And then even funnier was us trying to fold up somewhat that top to that tent.
It like we were going parachuting.
Yeah, Angie almost blew away.
And that's a hard thing to do, to blow me away.
Yeah.
So, the beach here. You. Alright, if you have a 4-wheel drive, bring it. If you like to fish, bring your poles. If you want to lay out on the beach, give it up. This is not your beach. But there are some other free access beaches that might be better. The sand here is enormously thick. It's like walking in the desert. And when the wind kicks up, the sand blows into your eyes. It really hurts.
Sand blast.
You get sandblasted, and it is a beach where 4-wheel drives are allowed to be on it, so you kind of have to be careful where you walk because you could get run over out there, although the traffic here hasn't been that bad. But it's not, if you're used to a nice luxurious beach where you can lay down and read a book, this is not your beach, I don't think.
I think all of the Outer Banks is that they can drive up and down the beach, so
it's kind of
probably gonna be more like Daytona.
Yeah, but not as
hard,
nice.
Yeah, but not as nice, not hard packed. We didn't go check out the beach up there in the more populated area. It may be nicer, but still, I have a feeling that they can still drive on the beach around.
To me, the beaches here are more of a sportsman's beach. If you have a 4-wheel drive, if you like to surf, there's really good surf out there. If you are a fisherman, these are your beaches. For us girly girls, it's not a girly girl beach, so don't expect that. If you come here realizing that the beach here at Oregon Inlet is not really a girly girl beach, you'll be fine. Oh, but one thing they do have, ginormous, beautiful shells. So,
in comparison,
yeah,
we got this one the other day. We thought it was big. So a while ago, we just went out there and
they're pretty.
That's the difference in the size.
They're very white and just very perfect shaped, and there's tons of them out there. So
and they're in perfect shape.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of broken ones from the vehicles, but there's a lot of good ones.
But so if you do venture out there, at least Mother Nature will reward you.
What else?
We covered mosquitoes, we covered wind, we covered really thick sandy beaches that you have to actually climb over these really pretty dunes to get to, but it's good exercise. You will get a good leg workout going to the beach.
On Sunday, we drove all the way up to Corolla.
Oh, love that.
All the way to basically where you can drive without having to go 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And turned around and came back down, stopped in Duck, got some Duck donuts.
Favorite place ever is Duck. Duck is just really a beautiful little town.
It's a nice little village.
It's a girly girl town.
It's a girly girl town.
It's a preppy town.
We came back down, and I think that's pretty much what we did that day.
Yeah, that was fun. We like Duck.
Yes, yesterday we headed south, and all that was north of the campground.
Yeah.
From Nags Head, we're just right below Nags Head, a few miles south of Nags Head, and you got Nags Head, Kitty Hawk, Kill Devil's Hill, Duck, and Corolla. Those towns up there.
Corolla's where they had the wild horses.
Yeah.
We didn't see any wild horses, but you can take a wild horse tour, or if you have a 4-wheel drive, you can get a permit and you can go out and see the wild horses in Corolla.
And
Corolla.
Yeah, Corolla. It didn't, it's a slow drive. It's 35, 45 miles an hour.
Lots to
a good
see.
part of it.
There's a lot to see.
There's a lot to see. It's pretty interesting. But it's only 30 miles probably.
Yeah.
Maybe up to the top, maybe 40. I'm not exactly sure, but it wasn't that long. Yesterday we decided to head south, and we started a little bit earlier.
Thank goodness.
We left a little bit, about 11 o'clock yesterday, I think it was, and we headed south, and we wanted to see everything all the way down to Ocracoke Island. And I will say this: if you're going to go down to Ocracoke, go straight down and catch the ferry there, and
free ferry.
It's a free ferry, but it takes you a good 45 minutes or so to go across, and you're only going across maybe literally a mile or two,
It's the long ferry
straight
ride.
shot, but it's so long because they don't do a straight shot. They go out and around, and I think they're avoiding certain things in the water. But it's a long. You have a wait. You have a long ride, and then you get over there. And Ocracoke was pretty neat.
I liked Ocracoke.
We did like Ocracoke.
That's very historic looking
Right.
town.
And Ocracoke,
A lot of artists.
yeah, the campground there was pretty nice.
Very
It was
nice.
very flat, kind of level, a lot of grass.
Close to the beach.
Yeah, where we're at now in this campground, we're in Sea Loop in Oregon Inlet, and there's grass and it's somewhat flat. But when you go back over in B Loop, there's more dunes and more sandy, and then of course A Loops is just for tents, and it's all dunes and sandy. Yeah, that campground was pretty nice, and they're probably a couple miles away from town, so you do have some amenities there. And then Ocracoke Village is like on the water. They do have a ferry there going to Cedar Island, which is going back over to the mainland. You have to pay for that one.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of neat little shops. Kind of reminded us Duck
Yeah.
a little bit.
But it was more antique-y,
more eclectic.
more historic, and had a little artist community there that
Yeah.
looked like we might go back and check that out sometime.
That'd be a good romantic getaway weekend for somebody.
Tell anybody.
And but yeah, we like the Ocracoke.
Wait a minute, what? Back up for somebody? I
Yeah,
thought you meant for
for
us.
somebody. I had planned it one time before, but we never got to do
Maybe
it.
one day.
But now that we see it, we probably will one
Very
day.
nice. Cute little restaurants and
Yeah.
cute little, like I said, very historic. There's a lot of pirate stuff there because that's Blackbeard. I think Blackbeard died there or was beheaded there or something. Kaylee can tell you all about that. That's her thing.
And in between there, where we caught the Hatteras ferry, Hatteras was pretty cool. We went to the lighthouse and saw that and everything. There's some
Pretty
things there.
lighthouse.
But to be honest with you, once we left Oregon Inlet until we got down to the ferry, it really wasn't our thing.
No.
We didn't care for it. There, you do have a KOA.
That looked like a nice KOA.
Yeah, you have Ocean Ways. They look like nice campgrounds, but there really wasn't a whole lot there.
There's barely a grocery store.
Yeah.
I think, was it Avon or Avon? I don't know how you say it.
One of the places had a food line,
Yeah.
and one place had a red and white.
Yeah, there was a little bit of groceries,
But
yeah.
there was somewhere we went, and it might have been Frisco
yeah,
Campground.
Frisco didn't.
Frisco Campground was actually a neat campground.
Yeah.
Not level at all. It's very hilly. But if you can get up on top of the hill and you can,
Oh, you're talking
besides
about
the big
the
one.
national park,
Yeah.
Frisco, because there's another
Yeah.
Frisco campground there. Right?
Yeah, Frisco Woods was a different one, but the Frisco National Park Campground was a really neat one.
It was cool.
You will definitely have to level your RV. You won't be able to get in there with a huge RV.
Do not take a big fifth wheel. Do
No.
not take a huge Class A. You will not find a place to park there.
No, but if you can get up on top of the hill, I guess it's on the west side of the campground. The east side is closer to the ocean, but on the west side of the campground, up on the hill, you have a breathtaking view.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
ocean.
Blue water, ocean views.
We thought we were back in
It
California.
looked like California.
Yeah.
It looked like being in the hills and around Malibu or something.
Yeah.
Didn't it? It was just gorgeous up there. But if you have a bigger RV, you can't do it. And if maybe a tent, a smaller RV, do not take your big RV up there. It's just not going to work.
Yeah. Like I said, down through that area, it really wasn't our thing. It was more residential stuff, more houses, not a lot of shops or anything like that. Not a lot of restaurants. I mean, there's
Hardly
some.
any restaurants, and a lot of them were closed.
I know somebody's going to probably comment and say, "Oh, no, there's a lot to do." We didn't see it,
not where
and
we were.
that's fine. Like I said, some people are going to like it. It just didn't look like our type of thing. Just up here where we're at, we like Nags Head area.
Yeah.
We don't like this wind. We don't like this blowing sand. We don't like the mosquitoes, but we do like the other
There's a
stuff.
lot to do up north of Nags Head.
Yeah.
And then from Nags Head north, there's a lot to do there. A lot of fun things, good shops, good eating, great donuts.
And if you do have a 4-wheel drive vehicle,
Lots to do.
there's certain things you have to get a permit, and I think the permit's like $25 or $50, whatever it is. I can't remember if it's for a week. I think for $120 you can get a year-long permit, but you have to have like a jack, you have to have low pressure air gauge, you have to have a way to be able to inflate your tires. I think you have to have a shovel.
We've
you
seen
have to have
a
a board.
lot of people stuck.
Yeah, we've seen some people. And matter of fact, we got a ramp entrance right here, probably about
Way about
100
there.
yards back over that way, and we can see the vehicles going by sometimes during the day. Saturday, I guess it was, we walked out there and a truck was getting stuck. I mean, it was a huge
It was stuck
four-wheel drive truck, and we later saw somebody in I didn't think it was even four-wheel drive. It might have been all-wheel drive. It looked like they were passing them, but I have a Subaru Crosstrek that sits up a little bit higher than normal.
We're not trying it.
And I'm not taking that out there. That sand
It's
is
big.
really
It must
thick.
be that deep out there.
And of course, I don't have the jack and the other requirements that you have to have.
No, but the permits are pretty easy to get if you have all of the qualifications, because there's permit stations all up and down through this area, and there are signs that point you towards the places where you can obtain a permit.
Yeah. One of the neat things about here being at Oregon Inlet is you can see the Body Lighthouse from here.
It's beautiful.
Let's see if I can show you to you here. Come on, just right over that rail, right? Whoops, excuse me. Right in there. You should be able to see it.
Yep, there it goes.
There it goes. Right
And
there.
during the day you can see it. It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's very pretty. We got some cool pictures. Okay, I think we
Oops.
accidentally cut it off. So
Technical
sorry.
difficulties.
Let's see. Will it focus in? It's getting a little dark out here.
Yeah. Windy and dark. Real good videos.
So I guess we'll just cut this out now, and hopefully got some information there that
Yep.
could help you. I'm sure there's some experts out there.
Hey, you want to see how
comes here all
windy
the
it
time.
is out here?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do this. In a minute, you won't be able to see my face. The wind will blow my hair. So that's another thing. Ladies, if you come and you have long hair or you have hair that'll get in your face, bring something to put your hair up in. Ponytails are good. Headbands are good. Hats are even better. But your hair will be all over the place.
Yeah. Like I said, there's people that come here all the time, and they're better experts at it. But
Yeah.
this is just our first time, and we just want to point out some things that
Kind of
we like, and what we know, what we found out, what we don't like, what we do like.
give you the newbie view.
Will we come back?
Maybe.
Maybe. It won't be on our initial list.
No.
You know, it was a good 5-6 hour ride for us. If you're closer, it might be worth it, but if you're driving definitely over 4 or 5 hours, it may or may not. But
Might be your thing. If you're a really outdoorsy person, you'll probably love it here.
Yeah.
It is extremely, what was the word?
harsh.
It's a harsh environment, and it probably really very well suited to outdoorsmen. So if you're into outdoorsy and you like it harsh and you like it rough, this is your spot.
Yeah, there's a lot of tenors here, so a lot of people
they're
do.
tough.
A lot of people do put up with it.
Yep.
And we're looking straight across from us. We see 2 families with 2 or 3 tents, and then there's a little tiny Airstream trailer over here to our left over here, and then back over here to the right. There's looks like a 42 foot diesel pusher back over there. So all types in here.
Yeah, everybody's welcome here. It's
Yeah.
just some people may enjoy it more than others.
And just to recap, to come back, if we were to come back to the Outer Banks, we would either come back here or we would probably go to Ocracoke. As the price difference, the paying for a regular RV park, I don't know. We paid $28 for this, and I think some of the other ones, like Ocean Waves and KOA, they were charging upwards of $70, $80. So,
Which we pay that in a lot of places,
Yeah.
but there was really not a lot to do down there. When we pay that kind of money, we're in Florida, or we're at Hilton Head, or we are somewhere where there's Myrtle Beach, where there's other things to do. And there was not a lot around those campgrounds that I really would want to do, so I wouldn't want to stay for a whole week down there probably.
yeah, Hilton Head, we pay I think $20 less than what we would pay down there
Yeah.
at the KOA or the.
We have
the
really
Ocean
good
Waves, so,
amenities, and
Yeah.
within a bike ride to everything we want to do.
Yeah.
So
it's just
it's what
what you like.
Yep. Whatever
what you're looking for.
whatever you prefer.
So, But anyway, we'll cut this out now, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.